Got them exercising. Got them working. Working, I tell you. Just outdoors. Got my son in training. Told me he want to play football, so put him in the backyard boot camp. They scared of that backyard boot camp, but the backyard is always open when ready. If you ready, you know what I mean. It ain't for everybody. Trust me. That backyard break people. But outside of that, my daughter decided to stay with her mama because she at that age she going to her dance. So since she going to her dance, she wasn't worried about coming with us. So I let her rock out. Let her go to her little dance tonight. But I needed to get him. Had to get on him a little disciplinary action also. Wasn't keeping that room clean. You know how to get lazy sometimes. They get forgetful and lazy. So it's like I'm simultaneously killing two birds with one stone. I'm in a discipline mode, but also training mode at the same time. And at the same time, still dropping videos. If you're on this channel right here, the Fish Out of Water series, I done dropped 8 videos. So, and I still got about another 10, 11 to go. So, your boy is just busy, occupied. I feel like when I laid it down last night, I knew, let me get some rest. Because I know once I open my eyes tomorrow, it's nonstop on the go. And I was right. Nonstop on the go. Yeah. Since then, since I opened my eyes, nonstop on the go. But I love it. It's better than just sitting around bored with no purpose, no direction, no obligation. I got a pretty busy field schedule. And then I also got a pretty busy field schedule because come March 12th, be back on the cruise again. Another cruise for this year. So these next 2 weeks, I'm about to flood on the Fish Out of Water channel, flood on this channel, because I know from the 12th to the 17th, 18th, y'all won't see nothing until the 19th. I guarantee that. I probably won't post nothing other than like cruise clips, and then I don't want to be posting like too much personal work like that. I already post enough regular work, let alone personal life stuff. I try to keep that to myself these days. I used to post it a lot. I still got stuff on this channel. Just getting back to the lab for real. I was in Louisiana. I had my son with me. Had to do some correcting, do some correcting. But outside of that, spent some good time together, watch some games and things, and just regular teenage shit. You gotta, I don't know, see, when I talk to they mom, shout out they mom, like serious mama, like she really be on her shit. So she takes everything serious. Me, I take it serious because I gotta be a father, but at the same time, it's like, it's my expectation of you're gonna do this. You're gonna do it. Like, you can be a very blessed parent and have children who probably never was mischievous, or mischievous and smart enough to hide it where you couldn't catch it. But 9 times out of 10, you get into 13s and 14s and 15s, because I know that age. I've been that age. Like, I try not to be heavy-handed with them because I know that age, but I also, it's like, I got the blueprint. Like, let me let you avoid this pothole. Let me let you avoid this alleyway. You don't have to go this way. You don't have to hit this pothole. I got the map. They gonna still do it. They gonna still. You don't really know, especially if you have like kids who are kind of rebellious and adventurous at the same time. You telling them and them experiencing it, that's where the fight really comes. Because you can parent them and tell them everything, but they gonna want to know. Curiosity, man. Curiosity. You've been curious. So it's like I try to balance my discipline with understanding that you're a teenager. Y'all teenagers. This is bound to happen. You know what I mean? Like, this is bound to happen. I try to balance that with that. Outside of that, I was in a Twitter discussion about Kevin Durant. And he came up in the conversation of top small forwards. And it kind of comes into this with me. The NBA has evolved into so many different type of, like, is there positions right now? No, it's nobody in the paint. You go watch old film, it's a foot or some feet around the painted area by the rim. You watch the film today, as soon as you turn it on, nobody's in the paint. That's the adjustment. Wemby is 7'4", throwing it between someone else's legs, crossing over, going between his legs, and windmilling. 7'4". I grew up in there where we had Yao Ming, we had a couple of 7 feet, Shaquille O'Neal. Now, on the lowest of keys, Shaq handles wasn't bad. Sanders wasn't bad. It wasn't Wemby, but it wasn't bad. Don't get it twisted. He was all right. He's a professional basketball player. But now you got 7'4" Wemby doing what he doing. What Anthony Edwards was 7'6". I think the smallest real superstar that's in the league right now is Jalen Brunson. As far as height-wise. Outside of that, everything is 6'7", 6'6", 6'10". Oh, well, I'm talking about like newer, because I would say Steph, but Steph been in the league so long. Steph been in the league longer than my son been alive. So he's been in the league so long, I'm not counting him. Like, I'm thinking about everything new besides Jalen Brunson, 6'6" and up. 6'6" and up. That's superstars. It's real life superstars. Not good players, because you can go, I would go Josh Hart. I love Josh Hart game. I love what he does. I love like a Draymond Green. I like people who don't show up in the stat sheet. The people who don't show up in the stat sheet, that's the team. That's the team. Because most players who are the scorers, who are getting and garnering the attention, they kind of have to keep a perspective to where you don't want to ruffle too many feathers, but you kind of do. It's like a balance. I always notice that, like, the ones who kind of go on the wilder side of things tend to have more of the fame. Like, if Steph Curry was a lot more vocal as a player, like, on the court, talking crazy shit off the court, on Twitter, on IG, Steph Curry brand be crazy right now. But at the same time, his brand is still great, and he gets to keep the perfect perception. The perfect perception. What can you say bad about Steph Curry? He goes to work. He has no off-the-court issues, other than the few comments that his wife said, but I think she just got caught up in the podcast. Like, one thing I do give a lot of these podcasters, the wordplay, the jargon to get a certain answer out of somebody, clip it up, and go viral. Like, the art and technique of that, you gotta respect that. Because that don't happen. Like, as much as it seemed like it's happening, but you gotta think, if it happened that much, it wouldn't be as significant as it is. You know what I mean? So, if you do catch one, and then you could catch one like Steph Curry catch one, Steph Curry gets to play the perfect husband. He evolution and changed the game of basketball. The only thing you can do is talk about his shoes. His shoes. He signed with Under Armour, but he signed with Under Armour with a big back end. So it's like, okay, your shoes are not going to be Nike, Jordan, Adidas, but you get to be Steph Curry, Under Armour, and Cam Newton. That's like the only people I know that signed to Under Armour. That's the only people I know. Still, that was, because I don't think neither are anymore. But if I had to think of an Under Armour athlete, it was Steph Curry and Cam Newton. Skechers, Joel Embiid. Imagine that. But that's about it, man. Other than that, I'm locking back in here. We about to get to these videos on the Fish Out of Water series, and I'm out.